I stand before my Father filled with sorrow and pain. I kneel at His feet, feeling sick and filled with shame. I bow at the throne, feeling lonely and drained. And I cried, Lord Jesus, please let it rain. Jesus, oh Jesus, please hear my cry. I beg for your mercy, don't pass me by. You hung on that cross, and for me you died. So Jesus, oh Jesus, do hear my cry. At times we are lonely, feeling sick and lost. We kneel at His feet in sorrow and grief. And just like thieves who hang on that tree, we cry, Jesus, oh Jesus, please rescue me. There are times when I'm lonely, in sadness and pain. Times when I wonder, Lord, is it all in vain? That you hung on that cross, filled with sorrows and pain. But you carried my song down Calvary Lane. I stand before my Father filled with sorrow and pain. I kneel at His feet, feeling sick and filled with shame. I bow at the throne, feeling lonely and drained. And I cried, Lord Jesus, please let it rain. Jesus, oh Jesus, please hear my cry. I beg for your mercy, don't pass me by. You hung on that cross, and for me you died. So Jesus, oh Jesus, do hear my cry. At times we are lonely, feeling sick and lost. We kneel at His feet in sorrow and grief. And just like thieves who hang on that tree, we cry, Jesus, oh Jesus, please rescue me. There are times when I'm lonely, in sadness and pain. Times when I wonder, Lord, is it all in vain? That you hung on that cross, filled with sorrows and pain. But you carried my sorrows down Calvary Lane. I stand before my Father filled with sorrow and pain. I kneel at His feet, feeling sick and filled with Times when I'm lonely, in sadness and pain. Times when I wonder, Lord, is it all in vain? That you hung on that cross, filled with sorrows and pain. But you carried my song down Calvary Lane. I stand before my Father, filled with sorrow and pain. I kneel at his feet, feeling sick and filled with shame. I bow at the throne, feeling lonely and drained. And I cried, Lord Jesus, please reign. Jesus, oh Jesus, please hear my cry. I beg for your mercy, don't pass me by. You hung on that cross, and for me you died. So Jesus, oh Jesus, do hear my cry. At times we are lonely, feeling sick and lost. We need